welcome to Carly Talks Music. Just so you guys know, I'm feeling a little under the weather, so if it edits and my nose is all of a sudden red, that's because I'm having to blow my nose like every 2 minutes, so I'm sorry. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. For those of you watching for the first time, this is a weekly vlog where I choose a song and then talk about musical elements, lyrical elements, emotional elements, just, whatever comes to mind when I'm listening to the song. Today, I decided to choose the song The Phoenix by Fall Out Boy. I know I've already talked about a Fall Out Boy song, but this song, I guess they released it, I want to say like 2 to 3 weeks ago, and it's on their newest album that I guess just came out today? I don't really remember. I just know I saw that people had pre-ordered it on iTunes and had it downloaded today. So I don't know if that was just for iTunes or if it's like the album itself too, like physical copy. But yeah, and if you want to listen to the whole album, it is still streaming on SoundCloud. So check out soundcloud.com/falloutboy and it's on there. So The Phoenix. I have not been able to stop listening to the song / get it out of my head because I don't know, well, I mean I kind of know what makes me really love this song, and that's what these videos are for, right? So let's get started. What I do really like about this song is that it's not the typical Fall Out Boy or typical in terms of, power chords, super like pop punk. I feel like Fall Out Boy kind of coined the term pop punk way back then, or at least for my generation, I don't know. So this doesn't really have any of that really power chordish type sound to it. It's very different than what they have written in the past. So first of all, it starts out with this really awesome strings thing, so their use of strings, really good. I think it's a good start. It gets you going, gets you, pumped up for the song. And then, Patrick starts off with singing Put On Your War Paint. And so then you know that this song is going to be, kind of about pumping you up, unlike some of the songs that are kind of depressing and sad or about love. I don't know if this one is about love. It's hard to tell with this one. So I probably have to say that my favorite part of this song, when it comes through every time, is that before each chorus it kind of calms down. It's got some stuff in the background and then just Patrick's vocals, and then he just comes in with like this powerful thing. It's like all on the same note for a while, and then there's a kick drum also, and that's about it. And it's probably my favorite lyric of this song, where it says, time crawls on when you're waiting for the song to start, so dance alone to the beat of your heart. I wish I could describe more why I like that line, but I guess it really speaks to me because I'm you guys are probably sick of me talking about this, but I'm at a point in my life where like things could really go any way right now, and so I feel like right now I'm just waiting to graduate so that I can just go figure out what the heck I'm doing, And so I feel like that lyric spoke to me, time crawls on, but just do what you need to do for now. Is kind of how I interpreted that line. The drums in the chorus are really fun. There's kind of this emphasis on the upbeat instead of the downbeat. For those of you that don't know upbeat versus downbeat, downbeat would be like if you were thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you're thinking upbeat, it's the beats like in between those, so 1 and 2 and 3 and so it kind of has that little emphasis on the upbeat in the chorus with the drums, using the hi-hat. I don't know, I really like that part. Also something really funny, not funny I guess, but just enjoyable about this song for someone like me who has listened to Fall Out Boy for a very long time. I mean, I think I started listening to them when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and now I'm a senior in college, so like it's been a really long time. Something that I've always enjoyed is Pete Wentz's lyrics that he writes. I don't know exactly how to describe his lyrics in comparison to other people's lyrics, but I'll give an example. So there's one line where it says, "Where in your vintage misery? No, I think it looked a little better on me." And first of all, vintage misery. Like, who puts those two words together? Pete Wentz. I feel like that's characteristically a Pete Wentz thing to do, vintage misery. And then to throw it back in your face and say, Psh, I think it looked a little better on me. Like, Pete Wentz kind of he pokes fun at that a lot, in terms of saying that, you know, he kind of knows better, or I don't know. A lot of the older stuff is very revenge seeking, or at least like Take This to Your Grave, that album is very revenge seeking, and so that line was very reminiscent of their first album. Okay, and so how can you talk about Fall Out Boy without talking about Patrick Stump, the singer? Everyone pretty much knows him as the singer of Fall Out Boy. If I remember when, so he did a solo project for a while that I really liked, and I remember I would listen to it in my car sometimes, and if I had a friend, they'd be like, "Oh, is this Fall Out Boy?" It's like, no, but close. So I feel like on this album, and especially in this song, he kind of took what he did vocally with his stuff on Soul Punk, his album, and played around with it more. Because he has such an amazing voice, and he can do so many different things with his voice, and he really showed that on this song for sure. Like where he does it's not really a gliss, it's more of like a fall. He likes to do this thing where he kind of holds a note, and then like the next part of the song goes, and so that happens in this song, but it's more he holds the note and then he kind of falls to the next note, and I think that a lot of people, if they listen to this song, that's one of the parts where they're like, oh, that was really cool. So, I don't know, I really like that part of the song. Another cool element of this song is at the end, they sing the chorus once, or they do the chorus once, and then they play it again, but they do it in, the drums are half time, which means that, you know, a beat may be going like this, and then all of a sudden it's like half of that, so if you're going, then it goes. So there's something that happens inside your body, I don't know, or maybe it's just me, whatever. It's like, you know, you're really into the song, you're dancing like this, and then all of a sudden it goes halftime and you're just like, oh, okay. And it's just something just switches off, and I don't know, it's a different feeling, and I think it's really cool, and I think that it's neat that they incorporated that element, that musical element, into this song. And then I like how it kind of ends how it began, in the sense that there's still that string thing, and then Patrick yelling, singing, "Put on your war paint," so it kind of ends the same way that it began. So those of you that know me in real life or have been following me on Twitter are probably like, oh my god, is she ever gonna get off this Fall Out Boy stuff? And I'm the kind of person that if I like some music, I'm pretty fixated on it for a while. Like when Zed's album Clarity came out, I was listening to that for a really long time. And I mean, to the point where a friend of mine was like, so hey, what are you listening to right now? And I was like, oh, Zed. And it's like, still? Yeah, still. So eventually I'll stop posting about Fall Out Boy, but for now I'm really fixated on it because I really like the album. I think they did a really good job, and I like their progression as an artist, as artists, as a band. So I'm sorry if maybe you're annoyed, or maybe, I guess I'm sorry I'm not sorry, because I don't know, I think this album is really great, and that they're doing some good stuff right now. Thank you so much for watching.